Hey, it's Herbert. And you're listening to the About Last Night podcast, you slippery little son of a bitch. Oh, it's comedy in your ears, which we all love.
You're listening to the About Last Night podcast with my boy, Adam Ray. About last night.
We're doing it. Guys, one more time for Chris Bowers and Sandy Danto, huh? Oh boy, that's a good quarantine hoorah. You guys feeling good?
Yeah.
Somebody said in the comments, you can order pot online in Canada. Nice. Pothead and pothead. Same Zoom. Well, thanks for joining us, guys. This is a very exciting night. It's Friday, TGIF. We wanted to make sure that we, did a podcast that was, fun and a true escape from what's going on. And I think we have guests and comedy that's going to be that. So Sandy said so many things that I can relate to. Mother-in-law stuff, mom stuff. My mom reminded me today of the time that she bought me condoms when I was 9 years old. Some would say that's too early. Some would say that it was inappropriate. They were magnums, but she believes in me, and so that's. I'd much rather have that versus the alternative. I'd rather have a mom that's like, nothing's too big for my baby, versus I bet you can't fit in these, you pussy ass bitch. Was a sweet gal. She's speaking of pot. My mom smoked pot with me for the first time last summer because she's got bad arthritis, and I was like, Mom, this might help alleviate some of the pain. And she was so scared. She's like, is this the new weed? Are we gonna die? I was like, well, shit. And I was just high enough to let that become a possibility. So I was like, fucking, I don't know. Thanks for putting it out there. Jesus, Puddin'. She's not very tech savvy. We got a little too high. I showed her how to copy and paste. That blew her mind. She's not a dum-dum. She's not tech savvy. I showed her how to copy and paste. She now thinks that I should work at Google, which I think is not gonna happen. She was just way too impressed. She was like, does everybody know how to do this? I was like, no, it's just you and me, Mom. If you shut, that'd be great. I'm trying to make sense. Man, so weird to just be inside. Who's gone outside in the past 24 hours?
Me.
I miss human contact. I miss coughing in strangers' mouths. We can't do that anymore. Easing on people's food just to kind of break the ice. I even miss like pooping in public to where if you're walking in and someone's walking out, like at a Starbucks, and they know they've done some like just inhumane damage, and they look at you like, no, don't go, and you're like, what happened? And he's like, yeah, I don't want to talk about it. I miss that.
Long Island, Walmart.
Oh boy, if you
Walmart, walking down the wrong way.
Walking down the wrong way? I thought you were just talking about pooping at Walmart. If you're pooping at Walmart, you are rolling the dice. Probably have great seat covers. Look, this show is my favorite show in the world because I get to bring my best friends on, and Sandy is on to becoming a superstar. One more time for Sandy Danto for getting this. He might look like John Belushi from the front, but he looks like Janine Garofalo from the back. And I love Sandy. From the back real quick, Sandy. Are you still on?
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, he's there.
Yep, he is.
There he is. Oh, we can't hear you. Nice. Look at that.
My God, that's
God
hilarious.
shalom. Table for one. Oh, what kind of shit are you, Sandy? Don't answer that. All right, we're gonna get the show going. You guys ready to welcome your guests to the About Last Night podcast? You can do better than that. Are you guys ready?
Yeah.
Yes, we got a bunch of games. This is gonna be a fun time. I hope you got some cocktails. Hope you got your cozy PJs on. My first guest tonight is one of my best friends, one of the funniest comics in the game. She tours headlines all over the world. You know her from Girl Code on MTV. You know her from Chelsea Lately. You know her from her killer podcast, Sharp Tongue. Ladies and gentlemen, the one and only Jessimae Peluso. Woo! Hey.
Sandy looks like the woman that's going to yell at Asian women for working out in parks. That's what he looks like.
Change my name to Karen.
Like a Karen from the back.
Karen from the back. I love that show.
I love you guys. Hi, how is everybody doing?
Hi. Good. How are you?
I'm
Yes,
high.
you're getting.
Feel
You're,
great.
you're high. Yeah, feel great. Is there a wrong time to get high? What's the best time to get a little Stony
The
Below?
best
Never a wrong
time,
time.
right when you wake up, as soon as you wake up.
Wake and
Yeah.
bake.
Wake and bake, cup of coffee. I'm ready to take a nap and do squats.
I'm more of a wake and shake shack type guy.
Shake shack.
Wake and shake shack. Jessimae, do you have a go-to when you're not sanding down your backdrop? What sailing the seven seas? What ship are you on from 1984?
I'm sorry, there are 4 naked turtles over your shoulder. You have the audacity to come at me with my fictional Crystalia-inspired podcast. How dare you?
I know, you're right.
I got a child out of a cage at the border to put this together for me. How dare you?
Oh my God.
No, I actually love it. It's way more professional than me. That's why I'm just deflecting. And your skin looks great, and you laugh cute. Fucking, you're just on top of the world. All right, well, Jess, this is gonna be a lot of fun. How's your quarantine been going, first of all, before we start tonight's festivities?
It's been great. I've just been high walking my dogs. People keep asking me to walk theirs because I have way too many dogs, and I might just have a second career on my heels here. So I feel great. I can't wait to get back to coughing into strangers' mouths as well.
Yeah, I miss it. You know?
Miss it.
You forget how much you miss, the little things.
Like
like
queefing in the grocery store.
Like queefing in the grocery store. Boy, the amount of times that was the first time I ever did that was, all right, so let's move on. I think, rubbing my eyes. Yep,
Are you crying, remembering your queef memory?
A song we play for this queef memory.
Queef Memory is a song from Pure Moods, Volume 4.
Pure Moods Volume 4. I was the sucker that bought all the Pure Mood CDs at Target.
Sandy, are you jerking off?
Are you waiting for chat roulette to
Is
come
there
back?
a problem with that? I'm trying to be more like Louis C.K.
Oh boy! All right. On that note, let's on that hilarious topical joke. Let's bring out our special guest for the night. You guys know him. You love him. He starred in the pop series Return of the Mac. He's been a sex symbol for 20 plus years, maybe 30. I think this guy came out of the womb tugging at gals' heartstrings. Know him from the McCarthy's, the movie The Key.
Aw, Joey.
And every Saturdays, he's been coming into your bedroom, no pun intended, and your minds with musical stylings. Ladies and gentlemen, it's why you're here, Joey Mcintyre.
Get my lighting right.
God
Did you
damn,
see,
Joe.
I named myself Jasper in the
That was you.
phone off, but there's a lot going on. I don't know.
Sneaky.
What's up, Joe?
I don't know how to rename myself anymore.
Oh, rename yourself, dude, or let the fans do it. Maybe we can. I'm sure one of these gals have hacked your social media at some point.
Upper 3 dots.
More secrets.
Cheers, everybody.
What's it like, dude? You gotta keep the figure. Yo, do you age backwards? What the fuck, dude?
No, it wasn't you. It was them.
This is everything.
No, dude, I disagree.
Everything, bro.
I disagree.
A
I
ring
see.
light. Invest in a ring light. It will make you feel so much better about yourself. It's crazy.
So are you in LA or are you on the set of Little House from the Prairie?
Yeah. By the way, forgive me because I just met her. What your good friend here that was so nice enough to come on your show? The hilarious.
Looks stoned.
I look stoned.
Jessimae, you just met Jessimae? Good.
I'm stoned.
How you doing, Joey?
Hi, sweetheart.
It's nice to meet you, sweetheart.
Listen.
My bean to your whole band.
Amen. Adam was already he was nice enough to do a live stream with me, and he has a lot of wood jokes apparently. I have some wood. He was really quick with the wood paneling jokes. I don't. It's just another one of his hidden talents that are no longer hidden.
Not as, but my best wood joke is probably a Danny Wood joke. Danny Wood, Danny Wood, superstar, member of NKOTB. And also, when I first met Danny, look, Joe, you and I have been homies for a while. When I went on my first cruise, it's when I got to know the rest of the gang. And I'm backstage getting ready to, I'd bought a New Kids tank top, and I was going to play, a drunk super fan that was on our first cruise, coming out to sing a song with Joey. We transposed, wrote some lyrics to Rent's 525,600 minutes. And I'm getting ready to come out before I get, the closing of the bit was to get tackled by Vic, the security guard, which, by the way, still bleeding internally from that tackle. That was no joke. But I'm getting ready to walk out on stage, and Joe's setting the table, right, doing his thing. And Danny looks to me, and I'm wearing this tank top, and he goes, "Bro." I go, "What's up, Dan?" He goes, "You don't shave your arms?" And I go, "What?" He goes, "Dude," he goes, "What is all that hair on your arm doing?" I go, "I don't know. It's arm hair. I'm a man. What is happening right now?" And he goes, "You got to shave that, man." And I go, "Danny, I know you don't believe in pubic hair, but like things you just got to let go on the boat." And he was like, "Dude, I got an arm hair removal guy." I was like, "I know you do. So wait for my cue." So that's when that's when the friendship went from here to there, dude. Went back to my room that night, my bunk, and I was like, do I shave my arm for me? Do I shave it for Danny Wood? Either way, to make it enough. Joe, so you have been keeping real busy during this quarantine. You've been providing the fans with a lot of, go ahead.
I mean, not really busy. I mean, the reality is that I think that in all of this period, this quarantine, whatever the hell it is, like you are. This is Duncan, by the way. He can't see and barely hear you. And I'm gonna have to feed him soon, so I gotta take like a 5-minute break in a little bit. Anyways,
okay.
Dunk.
Can you see it?
Let me put it on. Let me put it on gallery so I can tell people to shut up and look at it. Hey, just shut up. Thank you. Thank you. I've been doing these. It flew out of my mouth. We call it whatever night you want it to be, and you have been nice enough to do the voiceover for it, and I was laughing out loud. I thought it might be too complicated, But well, I'm doing episode 3 now, and I asked Adam to do a voiceover, and he's hilarious. I'm obviously his biggest fan, but I thought we could all somehow choose. Maybe I'll just do it to one, like 2 options.
There you go. I think that's
and you guys choose which one I should put in there. You know, he tells one of his one-of-a-kind jokes on the way, you know.
You gave me a blueprint of the VO where it's, you know, the guest, welcome to the show, and then you say insert funny stuff.
Right.
Don't make me look bad. Keep it PG, maybe PG-15.
Yeah.
And so,
PG-15.
yeah. What is PG-15 like? Hand over the shirt, but like one pinky under. What?
I mean, exactly. We don't even. And last being in quarantine, you got to watch more movies with the kids. We watch Major League, which is way rated R. But like. Rated R in like 1980 was like so inappropriate. It was like in the 80s, rated R was not only like that, where it was completely inappropriate. Everything we have, you know.
Oh God.
Yes, it makes it crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah. Anyway, it's been a funny time.
Well, do you have, well, we can do that towards the end if we want. Well, I say right now it's time. Let's get into the show. We got a lot of fun to be had. Sandy, are you going to stick around for this, or do you got to feed your baby?
He's going to the kitchen.
I was going to see if I could do both.
Sandy, I thought you were just going to go to Whole Foods and just fucking bring the microphone with you.
I get in my car. I've got my laptop on the dashboard.
Yeah. Personally, I'm interested.
Angle.
He went very, very sort of like, this is me, my house. I want to see more now. You sold me, and I want to see everything. We see the kitchen now. I want to see the bathroom. I want everything. You let us in. You let us in, and I want more.
Sandy, what?
TV, doing my Zillow virtual tour.
Wait.
Joey Mack and Adam Ray.
Wait, Sandy.
Jessimae Peluso.
Sandy, what would 10-year-old Sandy think if Joey McIntyre wanted to see the inside of his house?
If I told the girls at school about this, I'd get so many kisses on the cheek.
Oh my God.
That's it.
All right.
For those 2 slutty
He's
girls.
not wrong.
He's not wrong.
Hey guys, Adam Ray here for the About Last Night podcast. Hope you're enjoying the episode. Man, it's good to be back. And you know what? The best part about being back is sharing the goodies with you, the fans. I love candles, okay? You know from listening to this podcast, we've always had candles living around the apartment and now my new place. And I'm tired of buying the bullshit candles from the store. I want some personal touch. I want something handmade. So that's why I found Hangover Candle Company. That's right. Homemade by a bartender in Fort Collins, Colorado. He's a big comedy fan, podcast fan, reached out, said, I love the pod, would love to send you some candles. I'm like, I'm not comfy giving you my address. He's like, come on, trust me. I was like, all right, let's roll the dice. Boom. Now I've got fucking 40 different flavors of Hangover Candle Company candles in my place. They're cut, sanded, poured, packed, and shipped, all by him. And you can choose from over 200 different containers, okay, to build your candle in, and over 40 different scents to create your own smell. You can customize your own scent. Shit, man, they've got flavors like fucking root beer, apple pie, cinnamon stick, coffee, fresh cut grass, hazelnut, lavender, leather, maple syrup, peach, pine, sandalwood, spearmint, sea breeze, vanilla bean, watermelon. Go to Hangover Candle Co. On Etsy, okay? Go to Etsy, type in Hangover Candle Co. It'll pop up the shop, and then pick your candles, and then use the promo code ALN25 at checkout to get 25% off your first order. 25%! Hangover Candle Co. is on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. But again, go to Etsy, type in Hangover Candle Co., find the candles and the smells you want, create your own, and then use ALN25 at checkout to get 25% off your first order. I love candles. They're great for any occasions, bar mitzvahs, circumcisions, fucking weddings, funerals, gender reveal parties, divorce parties, coming out parties, coming in parties, coming parties. These candles are the shit, and they're my fave, and I want you guys to have them. So type in Etsy.com and then type in Hangover Candle Co. and pick your candles and use ALN25 25 at checkout for 25% off. All right? Start smelling better, start looking better, start feeling better, okay? Because everybody farts, and candles are a great way to get rid of that. And now back to the episode.
Let's get this going. You guys ready? We've got a handful of games and questions and a good get to know you round for this quarantine of new friends and fam. All right, first question to the group. Guys, which invention would you invest in? Because look, we all have friends, relatives that at some point in our relationship, especially for being tied to the business, think that we are one step away from Shark Tank and think that we have an in to possibly turning their dreams into a reality. So, which of these inventions would you, Sandy, Jessimae, and Joey Mack, invest in that a relative pitch you? All right, here we go. Multiple choice. The magic fart wand.
I already know what I'm choosing.
Which I'm assuming is you just wave it around and it makes somebody fart, or maybe you wave it around and it releases gas, and then you basically just, I don't know, ruin every social gathering. I don't know what to do. All right, what's the other one? What other choices we got here? Chocolate shoes. All right, that's Sandy. What's the tagline for chocolate shoes?
Chocolate shoes melts on your feet and nobody's mouth unless you have a foot.
Unless you have a foot fetish.
It's really
Oh my
good.
God! All right, next option.
Toe jam.
Glow in the dark mace.
Wow.
All right, look, hey. The
Too
streets are
soon.
getting.
Too soon, Adam. Too soon.
Too soon. Oh, in the dark maze.
Oh man.
Coachella
I mean,
just got more dangerous.
all right, what's our
Coachella
last
meets
option?
protests.
Make the most of getting mixed. Yeah.
A whip belt.
God.
God. All right.
Whip belt.
All right. Pot may have influenced some of these.
Snake skin whip belt or just snake whip belt?
Yo, I don't have all the answers, dude. All right. Look at the picture.
It's your
There's a
show.
snake taking a shower, Joe.
Oh, wait a minute.
This is
We know
gonna
what a
trigger
belt
people.
looks like. We know what a belt looks like. We don't need to see a hand holding a belt. I don't know. I'm out.
Triggered. A bad stepdad. He's
I'm out. I'm sorry. I'm
not
out. You
investing?
need to go back to the drawing board on this snake whip belt.
All right. Well, so Joe's out on all three. Sandy.
Not all three. No, but definitely snake
Oh,
whip belt.
snake whip belt. Is it the name?
on.
Snake taking a shower and not being fazed by it.
These guys, whoever is putting this together, are complete fucking bong heads. They smoke bongs. I don't know if anybody smokes bongs, but these guys smoke bongs.
Long heads. Hey, Dad, you don't know what we do, Dad. Wait, you kids and your bong heads.
We took a snake and made it a belt. Dude, let the snake wash off first, so let the snake have a shower.
Why are bongs so associated with teenage rooms? You know what I mean? Like, you're exactly like that. Like, you went with the dad, shut up!
Yeah.
And, you know, that's such that scene.
Yeah, it is. All right, so again, just to recap, the fart wand, shoes, the magic fart wand, I forgot magic, the chocolate shoes, the glow in the dark mace, which is perfect for a rave, and the snake whip belt. Jessimae, let's start with you. Which of these would you invest in?
Well, because I'm a woman, statistically, I'm definitely going to get raped before I die, and I want it to be a party, so I'm going with a mace.
Thought out.
Right. Circle gets a square. Danto.
Right.
Oh, with the snake whip belt.
Nice. Why?
There's just a lot of different directions you can go in with it. I'm thinking like maybe it's like you're taking some snake venom and making whipped cream and then the whipped cream's hardening into a belt. So it's a delicious poison belt of whipped cream that you're tricking in people like, a delicious whipped cream belt. And then, oops, now you got to go to the emergency room. You shouldn't have eaten my whipped cream belt, bitch.
So why didn't I get the meth that you sent to Sandy?
Well, hey.
Medicinal meth.
All right, Joe, what are you investing in? Which one of these, if you had to pick? Snake whip belt is obviously off the table.
Who?
Snake whip belt is off the table for you. So which one of these do you actually...
Magic fart wand without a doubt. I'm all in. The money is where the kids are, and my kids would, I mean, it's a no-brainer. It's a slam dunk. Magic fart wand. I mean, if we're talking about bottom line here, you know, if we're talking about making a profit, it's magic fart.
Yeah, it's probably the most logical as far as starting a business. If you're an entrepreneur, you definitely want to invest in that. All right, well, great. Next game. Let's go to our next game. That was great. A great kickoff. Guys, so look, Sandy, Joey, you're both fathers, and you're both crushing it. You're two of the best dads that I truly know. I know the ins and outs, the obstacles, how much you guys, the lengths that you go to make your kids a priority and make them happy is inspiring for me. I am not a father yet. I have a dog. I think that is not in any way, shape, or form close to it. Although people do say how you are with your dog is how you might be. It's indicative of your parenting skills, which if that is the case, I'm going to be a terrible parent because my dog Pickles is constantly going down on herself. So does that mean if my son's himself at the dinner table, I'm going to allow it? I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. Would you guys, out of these babysitters, I want to know, because I know that's a tough thing to always figure out. We want to go out. We want to have some alone time. Which of these babysitters, and Sandy and Jessimae, you and I can play along for the future. Which of these babysitters would you hire? First off, come on. It's Nana fuck you. She basically is coming in hot with a lot of tude and a lot of style.
Yes.
What else we got? Next up, a potential babysitter. Oh boy. Look, this guy circumcised me. I don't know if it's who you want to hire to watch your kids, but this guy's gonna have some fun tricks up his sleeve and probably a couple sets of eyeballs in his pocket. Who's up next?
I think it's a woman.
We got Dolores. We got Dolores here in the bottom left. I think she was an extra on Just Shoot Me. You know she's gonna keep you safe and protected. And finally, we have my dad. Oh my God, these are not great options.
No.
Sandy, Joey, Jessimae.
Adam, I need some clarification. The person with the crazy eyeballs.
Yeah.
If I'm going to decide, I need to know if that's a woman or a man.
Okay. Your guess is as good as mine. I'm going to go.
Why does that matter?
I think it's a woman.
I think, well, because if it's a woman, you go, oh, cool, she's being sweet and goofy. If it's a guy and he does that, your brain immediately goes to like, all right, he's got bodies in his trunk.
Precisely. If it's a woman, she's definitely on the table.
Yeah. Okay, good. I agree with you. I think top right is going to be the most fun because look, kids are visual. If you can be like, Mio, look what I can do with my eyes. The kids are going to be.
Time out. I'm sorry. I want to withdraw that. She's done. Because it's good for the first 10 minutes, and then your kid tries to do that.
That's right.
And you're fucked.
Yeah.
Right.
Your kid just lost an eyeball because this woman right here is the only person in the world that can do it. You're in the fucking emergency room with a glass fucking eye. You know, you're Sammy Davis Jr. all of a sudden. Okay, so I'm down to one person, and I'll say that. That's all I'll say. I got my choice. I won't say it now, unless you want me to.
No, I think hold that thought. Sandy, who's your choice?
It's such a tough call from the field. I mean, you've got Grandma Karen, Aunt Karen, and what Jeffrey Epstein looks like when he takes off his skin. But you know what? I think the eyeball trick person is like from the people who brought you, got your nose, comes game. Babysitter. So I gotta, Joey's point, very, very cogent. I totally agree. He's gonna try to do that, but it's a fun story to go to the emergency room. Hey.
All right, Jess, who you picking?
I mean, you guys made it really difficult. Considering I don't have children yet, I have 3 dogs, which equals to 1 child, I think, mathematically. My inclination is towards the bitch with the gun. That's a tough bitch.
Yeah.
It looks like she's in a relationship with the gun, which confuses me. Like she sticks that gun right up under her granny fupa, and I'm not here for that. The lady with the gold jacket is fucking my husband. She can't come over. Ass bitch. Bitch was doing Kegels. She's still got it. She's like 80 what, bitch?
Yeah.
80 what?
This woman fucks her husband and then sells him fireworks.
Yeah, she takes her teeth out to distract the kids and sucks your man's dick. I can't compete with grandma gums. Are you kidding?
Grandma gums, Gigi.
Tinnitus in my jaw. I can't.
You can't compete with Gigi.
No, grandma
Gigi.
All right. So no, well, all great choices. All thank God, not real options. Let's move on to our next game. So you guys obviously have probably all been to concerts. Will we get back to that soon, Joe? I know you are just chomping at the bit to perform with real people in a real situation. Yeah.
Welcome to King Squaro Hotel. May I have your last name, please?
Good morning, ma'am. Can I help you?
Oh my, what happened?
Bellmen are clumsy and stupid.
Stella Bellman. You've had this job since high school, right?
Well, actually, now I am the bell captain.
Oh.
All right, kid. You ready for check-ins?
I was born.
I think he was gonna say I was born ready.
Steve, the captain. Captain Steve.
The closest thing we have to a god on earth, Gunther Gashimane!
It's worse than I thought. He's a complete slimeball, right?
Oh, yeah, no question.
Do you feel my foot on your foot?
That's not me.
There's something under the table that feels like a foot.
What are you doing right now?
I'm working.
I got a promotion. I just lied to Kelly.
Why would you do that?
I don't know, man. I just want another shot. Sid Whitman worked his way up the ladder and bought the hotel.
Mr. Boss!
Do me a favor. Take it easy on the bellman, would you?
I'd rather have crack guard melt my balls.
Take care, boys.
I mean, it's a huge scam. And those girls were in on it, too.
Don't you want to know what our bodies are capable of?
Girl, yes,
definitely.
I just work here during the day, but my nights is off.
Let's do this! Gunther is conning everyone with Spirit Fresh.
You broke into a guest room.
This is unacceptable.
He has been impersonating a manager, and that is a felony.
I don't think that's a felony.
He should be fired.
Get set.
Bunch of really real G's, burning trees till we low, sitting by 45 like I'm Jordan on the floor. Here we go, guess the brain is what they say my name for.
I mean, I'm not sure he's ready, but...
Shut up, bitch.
With our minds, we begin to urinate, and then, for real, into our pants.
I'm unforgettable.
You okay?
Yeah. I thought you were gonna say something, Joe. I thought you were just finishing chewing. I took that as you were getting ready to chew and then speak.
Yeah, I would have probably ended up with the woman with the gun. By the way.
Great.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Good.
Go on.
God. We're gonna have to schedule the time, Joey. Like what weekend you need her, but I'll get. We'll figure it out. We can share.
Work it out.
Okay.
We'll co-babysit.
I also would go with the granny with the gun because I saw Stop or My Mom Will Shoot with Estelle Getty 4 times in the theater, and I think a grandma with a gun is that's you can't get you money can't. Oh, there we go. There she is. He also look.
And she's married.
He also could have just passed. Oh, and she's married. Yeah,
Yeah,
see,
of
so
course
she's
she
a
is.
family gal.
Yes.
Probably not even a real gun. She probably keeps her Metamucil pills in there or something.
It's a Metamucil Pez dispenser disguised as a firearm. He
Yeah.
also could have passed away just holding the gun. All right, so let's go to our next question. Which, Joe, there's been a lot of discussion online, basically from me trying to stir up rumors, that there's going to be a sixth member of the New Kids on the Block.
Oh,
and I think the people want to figure it out. The people want to know who is it going to be. So we've got some options. Sandy, Jess, Joe, let's take a look at our options. And maybe
Is that Justin Bieber's hate?
No, it was Justin Bieber.
there's been a lot of talk about Carter's half, Aaron Carter.
Time out. Time out.
Yeah.
Wait. Great guy. Listen. Nick's my buddy. I just texted him. Yeah, let's keep it on Aaron.
Yeah.
No. Bye, Nick. We'll see you in a little. Nick needs some time.
Yeah.
Aaron certainly beats to his own drum, but it's fun when you actually meet people one-on-one. Like, I get it. Like he was a child actor. He was like, grew up. He was a singer and all that stuff. Very young and a lot of drama. But we did this thing. I think it was on. Angie Tribeca. I did a guest spot on Angie Tribeca, and I was in a boy band and I killed one of the members or something like that, and I was trying to hide it, and it was really funny. And Rashida Jones was super sweet, and I think she was the New Kids fan back in the day. Anyways, Aaron was one of the kids in the boy band, so we hung out, and I knew his brother Nick, who's a great guy. Anyways, I could go on and on. Long story short, very nice guy and super talented, and he certainly has his following and fans that love him. But just a shout. That's my experience. I thought I'd share.
I love that. Now, would the face tattoos get in the way? Because no one else in the group...
he's definitely out. He's definitely not the
fucking way.
Not in a million years. Never. But a good guy.
By the way, you just did my favorite thing that human beings do, which is I don't want you in my life, but I'm gonna compliment the fuck out of you. The amount of thing where I go like, oh yeah, my buddy Jeremy. No, dude, great guy, huge heart, wouldn't let him around my kids. But this guy, stand-up individual. Awesome. All right, option number 2. Aaron Carter on the table, Nick Lachey.
I mean, Nick
Lachey.
Whoa!
Uh-oh, X Factor.
That's kind of a wild card there. Okay, who's the other one?
Who's our last choice? If we can get a black and white photo of somebody. Better photo, Gage? Is there any way you can come up with a more boy band photo? There we go.
There you go.
There we go.
Sounds like you were in a therapist
for the win.
appointment.
That JCPenney catalog table for 2.
Adam.
Yeah.
That's a can of hairspray right there.
Can of hairspray.
And Aaron's out already. We know that. Okay.
Yes.
Based on dance moves.
If you can get Nick Lachey, you pick him up. I mean, there's no question about it. If he's a free agent, you got it. I mean, the guy has done too much. He's way too likable. He's had his solo hits, the group hits. He's just an overall good guy. So you got to pick him up if he's a free agent, right?
Now,
However, say Nick's all of a sudden it's almost signed on the dotted line. He goes away. He signs with some other boy band, and you're done. And you're down to Michael B. Jordan and Adam Ray. Because
again, finally, I mean, we're constantly up for the same parts. always beat me out.
It's almost like you might be too much. You know what I mean, Adam?
Well, he played Creed the boxer. I would play Creed the roadie in the Lifetime movie about Scott Stapp.
Well, we're not talking about Lifetime movies or movies at all. We're talking about being in a band.
You're right.
And see, you back up my point, Adam. Your mind's going fucking here, there, and everywhere already, and you're not even really up for the job. So you got to know when to shut the fuck up in a boy band. You know what I mean? And I don't know if you even grasp that idea of closing your mouth. And I'm a big fan, so I don't care. But as we all know, I think I'm marvelous, but not everybody knows it. And I know how amazing you are too, but not everybody knows it.
You got to read the room. Yeah.
Right.
Good thing I got
the room, and you're dyslexic when it comes to reading the room.
Just keep it coming, because I got a grandma with a gun that might beg to differ. So,
well, happy to have you, Adam. I don't know.
So you would go Lachey, huh? Lachey, right? Is that your pick?
Yeah, it's a little bit.
Yeah.
I mean, Michael Jordan's a very big star, but I think he's got his own thing. You gotta have people. You gotta fit. You can't have anyone too big for the piece of the whole pie. You know what I mean?
I get it. Sandy, Jessimae, any thoughts? It's obviously.
I'm gonna feed my dog. I'll be right back.
We'll be here, Joe.
I'm going my earnest answer, just based on fandom. I'm going Michael B. Jordan because my pussy's been wet for him since the season of Lights.
True, Pride Month.
Prove it.
But I can. I'll say this, and with all due respect to Joey, who's not here, so I don't feel as uncomfortable saying it. There isn't a behind the music about the new kids because none of them flew off the handle. You need that Aaron Carter for a bad boy to have somebody like fly off the rails and then have a good redemption story. It's to you either, Adam. That you should be a New Kids on the Block. I've always considered you an honorary member. But you need, when you have a boy band, or any band for that matter, you need a guy who's going to overdose on heroin and see the light and then come back to tell the story, and that's Aaron Carter.
By the way, so many New Kids fans in the comment chat room right now that are just not on board with that sentiment, Sam. One of them says, too far off the rails. Christina Lugo says, LOL, no way. Diane Salazar says, Donnie was bad enough, just a touch. Christina Meyer says, that's Motley Crue. Yeah, I don't think NKOTB has got the Motley
I consider
Crue
Motley Crue a boy band. That's just me.
Maybe they blocked the boys, but I don't know if they're a boy band.
No.
I mean, yeah, I don't. Who would be probably most likely? Which new kid do you think would be most likely to get a face tattoo?
Donnie.
Probably. They're all saying Donnie.
Oh no, we're like
One vote
Donnie,
for Danny.
Danny, but it's because he got laser hair removal on his face and it burned him, so he had to get a face tattoo to cover it up.
I say John.
Somebody says John too, yeah. That'd also be a possibility. Let's move in.
Drunk John. Good job, Paul.
One of my favorite games, Drunk John for sure. Hilarious. This is one of my favorite games. I think we've all played a rendition of this in some fashion. It's a great barbecue game. It's a great baby shower, party starter, icebreaker in a bar. It's a game we like to call Would You Rather. So, the Jets when he returns. Let's load up our Would You Rather scenarios and see which of these you would pick.
I'm already in, motherfucker.
First, Would You Rather?
I'm yours.
So these are obviously going to be two options. You got to pick one or the other. So, Would You Rather?
I pick one.
Octopus.
I pick one.
An octopus.
Thank you.
Penetrates you one tentacle at a time.
Yes.
Or like a homeless man.
I mean, there's not a competition. By the way, in this climate, right now that we're in, there's Skid Row on the back of my apartment right now. I've already licked the homeless taint. I've been there, done that. It's not that good. It's not that good.
Okay.
I want the octopus. They can fit into a like this.
I feel like the octopus
They
definitely.
fit through here.
Also, I mean, 8 tentacles, right? Sandy?
No, who cares?
Can I
There's
ask
a beak.
question
I know there's a
before I
beak.
answer?
There's a beak.
There's a beak. Not a beak.
It's a beak.
Can you imagine a Dr. Phil episode where it's like, all right, where did the octopus touch you? and with which tentacle did he touch you? Go ahead, Sandy.
Dr. Phil would be like, was it 2 in the ink and 6 in the stink?
Gosh.
Oh my God.
Oh, wow.
Joke of the night so far.
Which has less ink on it, the homeless man's taint or the octopus's tentacles?
All right.
That's a good
I
question.
mean, that is $1 million question.
That's a solid question.
I think, I think I would go with the octopus.
Okay.
I'm on board with that. I've gotten prostate exams. Not that
You
big
have.
of a deal.
Congrats.
How many
Thanks,
doctors
man.
were there?
It was 8, so
That's
I
what I
feel at
thought.
home with the octopus.
That's what I thought.
All right,
Well,
I love
know
it.
you have
Great
a lot of
answer.
doctors.
Great answer. And Jessimae's going with the tentacle.
I'm
too.
going
All
with
right,
it.
cool.
Yeah, absolutely.
Great. It sounds more fun. I've pet an octopus once, and they, it was nice. All right, what's our next would you rather? Guys, would you rather make out with your dog with tongue or streak naked through a zoo? And we're talking pre and post COVID because the zoos will open back up. I'm not talking. Actually, you know what? Here we go. We're talking drive-through zoo. Would you streak naked through a drive-through zoo? Meaning, you're out and about with the animals.
Like Tiger King style?
Like Tiger King style.
This is really tough because my dog eats shit. Like literal shit.
Yeah.
Every dog eats shit.
I don't understand why dogs eat shit. Like my dog will salivate when I'm making a steak and then have all the audacity to eat shit like it's steak. And I'm like, you can't have both.
Stop enjoying. Yeah, it's not. You can't have both. Also, I mean, has he had steak? Does he know?
Yeah, homie's had steak and he still will eat shit. And I'm like, we can't. I don't have.
Shit is the palate cleanser. It's the ginger at sushi of dogs.
There you go.
I would expect that with a guy with that hairdo to say that.
Andy, have you streaked through a zoo in 2020?
Can we go together? Like, can Sandy and I do it together? Can it be like I would do the zoo if I could have a friend.
Yes.
Because then if the tiger gets close, I can shove Sandy towards the tiger.
I love that.
Yes.
Wait, Joe is so confused right now.
Confused at all. Why is this even a choice?
Joe said he went to go feed his dog. He really went to go teach the class of superhero children that he has in that house.
Right. What? Wait a minute.
Got some options. Yeah, which is it?
No options. I mean, to streak naked through a drive-through zoo.
Yeah.
It's more fun than that.
I know.
With no
Well played.
consequences. I mean, if you put, I would spend a night in jail to run naked through a drive-through zoo.
Yeah, and if it's only one night, I think you're fine.
In jail.
It will, and they'll give you your clothes back to make sure that the jail isn't a complete waste of time. All right, let's see our next question. Would you rather, guys? Would you rather pee on your mom to get rid of a jellyfish sting, or or let
Who wrote these?
or let your mom pee on you for $50K.
Adam, you can't go from boy bands to peeing on your mom in a show segment. It's not right.
Fair enough. All right, let's skip this question. I think I know the answer for all you. I think it's B. All right, let's.
I've done less for more.
Would you rather go to the moon with Trump or birth a child?
Birth a child.
As long as we could leave Trump at the moon.
So this.
Oh my God! Send Trump to the moon.
Yeah.
Yeah, can we leave him there?
Can we drop him off?
Yeah, could you Irish goodbye? Could you Irish goodbye at the moon?
Wait, question. Is there a gold toilet in the spaceship?
Yes.
I'm going for option A then.
I don't understand gravity.
Somebody says birth a child with no meds or birth 3 20-pound children. Wow. How big? What's the biggest a baby can be when it comes out? Asking for a friend.
Yeah, they can be like 15 pounds. 16
15
years
pounds?
old.
Holy
Shit.
big boy. You know, they couldn't see they were gonna call me Rachel Ray because they couldn't see my part on the sonogram, and so I was gonna be Rachel Ray. Can you imagine the shadows that I'd be living in?
That
I'd be like, oh yeah, spaghetti in 10 minutes? How about spaghetti in 5? Fuck you, Rachel Ray, the one.
Oh,
Adam, can I get the camera here for a second?
Let's get a spotlight on Joe.
Yes.
What do you want, Joe? What's going on?
I just want to look at me for a little bit more. I mean, it's too long.
I agree.
Much time for me to think about it. But I will say this. It's funny. It's funny to me, and I put it to there's a lot, and I guess it's rightly so. There's a lot of people, not a lot of people, not a lot said about what happens at birth. When they talk about, oh my God, when your baby's born, like, that's all they say, and for good reason. I mean, it's down. It's real. I mean, you think it's over, and it's actually just beginning. You think it's done, and then a watermelon comes out of your wife's vagina. But you thought it was like an orange for a second, and like
Put it there.
Oh my
the world
God.
comes out of a body, and it's crazy. Okay, and then the other thing is, they don't tell you about dying either. When they talk about people dying, we're like, oh yeah, oh man, it was heavy. And that's all they say. 'Cause shit is heavy. But some crazy shit happens when people die. I feel like I'm the only guy who wants to talk about the actual facts. It's the one thing people are just like, you got to deal with it yourself. You have to see this shit for yourself. Otherwise, it's just not cool to talk about.
Yeah.
So, thank you for letting me.
McIntyre, ladies and gentlemen. By the way, Joey, Andrea Carpati said that room goes from butcher shop to hotel room in 5 minutes.
Holy
That
shit.
means.
The other way
all right.
around, right?
That's a Yelp
Let's
review.
pull up our next Would You Rather. Guys, would you rather be stranded in an airport for a year and the only 2 shops open are Brookstone and Sbarro? Or would you watch footage of you losing your virginity with your significant other? Good one. This is a good one.
That's a good one.
Oh, Lord.
Sandy, why don't you take this one
Take a
first since you
drink.
just sat down?
Dude, 100% Brookstone and Sbarro. First of all, that sounds like utopia to me. You mean massage chairs and garlic knots? I mean, come on. All I need is a happy ending, and I could live there forever.
Actually, a massage chair that works out those garlic knots.
Oh, man.
Oh, my God.
Now, remember when Sbarro's was like straight up growing up in the 80s?
Oh, yeah.
It was very close to Disneyland. It was like, fucking Sbarro's was a big fucking deal, man.
Oh, it was.
Because you never seen a piece of pizza like that in your life. And it was like really fancy, and it was at the nice mall. And like, if you got a piece, and it had its own carton, it had its own piece,
Yeah.
came with a box.
The presentation.
This shit was unbelievable. That was everything. I treasure that. That's why I try to tell my kids how lucky they are. And like, I want to show them what I just said because like going to a mall and maybe thinking you might have Sparrows was everything.
Yes.
And now these kids have everything. I'm done.
Know the struggle. They don't know the struggle.
Jess, which of these would you pick? And then we'll move on to our next game.
I mean, that pizza was trash. That shit was like biting into a mattress.
No.
On it. I'm a Sicilian. That pizza was an offense to my taste buds. But also, my first time losing sex was an offense to my taste buds. So I'm gonna have to go with Brookstone because I didn't get a snack the first time I had sex.
Yeah,
Oh, wait,
that
I
is
did.
correct.
I did get a snack. I did.
That is correct.
But
That
the
is
pizza
correct.
tastes better than the cum, so I'm going with Brookstone. No woman wants, another fucking helping of cum. It's like one and done. I'll take 2 slices of pizza.
A quick shout out to my mom. She just signed on.
Hey, Mom.
All right, Gage, let's skip I don't know if we have any more would you rathers, but let's go to our next question, our next big guys, look, there's Joe, you're obviously living all of our dreams, okay, of being a recording star and a pop star and a sex symbol. So Joe, Sandy, Jessimae, is there an artist that you dreamt of collaborating with in the shower? And let me say this again. Singing with in the shower. I guess the question could have been worded better. Someone, while you sing in the shower, which we all do, which of these artists would you want to collab with, but you're thinking of it while you're in the shower? So it's not who do you want to shower with, who while in the shower have you fantasized about collaborating with? That's what I meant to say. And the options are Cher, do you believe in love?
Janet.
Janet looking like something out of Labyrinth. Britney Spears.
Oh, God.
Iconic Jr. Sandy, I think I know your answer, but go ahead and give it to us just in case.
I mean, I was hoping that Shakira would be one of the options because my register sounds best in Spanish.
I also know that your hips don't lie.
My hips taken many polygraph tests. I mean, how do you not go with Janet?
Yeah, good call. Good call.
I mean, she could expose my nipple just for retribution.
Andy, do you mind? Do you mind showing us a little? Do you mind giving us a little Super Bowl slip up? Yeah, nice. That's a PG. That's a PG-15 nipple. Who would you pick?
Oh, which one? We didn't hear.
Yeah, Jess. Which of these artists would you love to collab with?
Well, I was excited you meant somebody like in the shower because I had like a list of dudes. Couple women.
Yeah.
But I mean
Whoa, Sandy is up there.
It's Shakira.
Option, just when you leave.
Look who's
Oh God.
I mean, I can't imagine collaborating with Brittany. That seems like it's exhaustive, and I wish her the best. But
that's my sister Natalie's choice is Brittany. She's got a lot going on. I think she's probably
burning things down. She's burning her gym down, and I don't know if I can handle that. Cher's classic, but she's a diva. There's no collaborating. That's like, she's the main show. Harry Chronic Jr. I think I could do that. I think I could go with Harry Connick. I could just lay on the table and play finger cymbals. It'd be easy. And it's way too talented. They're all very talented, but I'd have to go with Harry Connick. Absolutely.
I love it. Great. Joe? You got your choice here, man. And let's be
Again,
honest, all
so
these people.
in the shower, there's no crazy sexual overtones. It could be anything.
This is you. I'm sorry. This isn't clapping in the shower. But look, if you want to go there, let's say no water, fully clothed. You just chose an acoustic. It's a little weird. I'm talking. You're in the
Like an
shower
Amish
singing
shower.
to yourself, and you're thinking, God, wouldn't it be great if I could harmonize with said celeb?
You know,
I think Cher. I think she's the funnest to sing in the shower.
I might go with Cher. I mean, you know, Janet.
They're like
Brittany, I don't think it's a big surprise. She's not a big fan of singing live, you know. So I hate to tell y'all, Janet isn't either. You know what I mean? So, so I don't want to do a duet with somebody who's like press and play. I'm just saying to each his own, but that's not. I want to feel the energy. And therefore, I think I'd have to go with Cher because she is an icon, and to actually like look into her eyes and see and be a part of what she's done for so many decades and those little looks that she did and the whole thing and on and on and on.
Yeah,
I would go with that. I like Harry too, but I'm not thinking of him in the shower.
Yet anyway, we'll see how long this quarantine goes. A good answer. I think I'm also gonna have to go with Janet, but a real close second is Cher, because the Cher Hair, which is a band I would start if I had any musical talents worthy of pulling together a group, is what I would call it. But Cher just is so classic to me, and I feel like she's done it all, she's seen it all, and she's ready to kind of let her guard down and go, look, if you want to sing, and I don't do accents, but sing a song, if you want to sing, can you tell me how to...
That's Kermit the Frog.
All right. Cher does know how to get to Sesame Street. All right, let's pull up our last and final question of the night, which is it's catered towards you, Joe. You're a special guest. And,
Each song title. Oh, I'm ready for.
All right. So this is look, Joe.
We hear everybody's.
You know, Joe. I think one of the things people probably miss most about attending an NKOTB show is getting. And I will say this: getting to see Joey sing "Please Don't Go, Girl" in a 20,000 seat arena is unlike anything you'll ever see. The people every list of
Adam, it wasn't a very large.
It's the best.
I wasn't thinking. It wasn't a large group of
The best thing ever.
fans, but I mean, we like to say we have 1 million sisters, but we did one of the early things in this quarantine. Donnie had one of his great ideas to do March Madness. So we did 64 New Kid songs.
That was me.
And out of 64 songs, and there's some big hits there, Please Don't Go Girl was number 1.
Wow. Well, it should be.
And shamelessly or shamefully, it depends on how you want to use it. I think a big reason to that is because I've been able to sing that since we got back together in 2008. I've sung the shit out of that song in front of 20,000 people every night.
Damn sure did.
And I think because we have great fans and diehard fans and we've been together, I think that was a big part of.
Love you, Joe.
Love you, Joe.
So I say that because it's a gift and it has nothing to do with me. I'm just lucky enough to be able to sing it.
You are a gift.
It has everything to do with you.
You are a gift, Joey.
I appreciate you taking a slice of the humble pie that you cooked for yourself. Also, fucking get aboard the compliment train, motherfucker, because I gotta say, the first time after we went to the Heat premiere, after we went to the Heat premiere, and I went to my first New Kid show in the Tacoma Dome 2 weeks later and brought my sister Nat and her homies. I remember seeing it for the first time live, and I go, and look, and I was a fan too, so now I'm getting to see it live and being like, all right, cool. These guys are starting to tour again. Like, what's this going to be like? Did you sing the fuck out of it? I'm like fighting back tears. Yeah, I had 6 tequilas, but I was like, dude, this guy is like, I mean, you know, it's one thing just to sing a hit and go, let me just give you what it sounds like so you can like be a part of the magic live. But dude, you back it up. I've seen, you know, so many shows now, and you bring it every time. So kudos to you for finding a way to
Adam's trying to get in the band.
Yeah, this, by the way, fuck Aaron Carter. All right, so
Joey, you're the greatest singer. I love you. Is there a slot? Is there a
I'll
slot?
shave my arms. I'll tell Danny I'll shave my arms.
Shave my arms.
All right, the best is how we're gonna close things out. And thank you everybody for joining. This has been a blast. I hope you guys had a good time. Did you guys have a good time on the? Fun. This again for sure. All right, the best parody title for Please Don't Go Girl, and you have to sing the title that you pick. All right, what are our choices, Gage? Please Don't Sew Girl. Please Don't Mow Girl. Please Don't Show Girl. Uh-oh, risque. And do we have a D option, Gage?
Last tour.
Do we have it? Is it just these 3? It might just be these 3. Well, okay. I guess option D can be maybe a choose your own adventure option.
Please don't
What
blow,
about
girl.
could option?
Why not? Please don't flow, girl.
Where'd
Like,
he
we have
go?
our
Flow
flow.
girl.
Yeah,
Wow.
please don't flow, girl.
Oh, I thought you were talking about yoga.
Flow girl.
There he is.
Please don't yo girl. Yeah. Not to be confused with please don't yogurt. All right.
Please
So
don't
let's
yodel, girl.
yodel girl. All right. Let's find a D. So D can be your choice. If you want to insert. If you want to write in your own option here on the ballot.
Please don't
Andy,
blow,
what did you
girl.
say?
You said let's find a D, and I said please.
Please, wait a minute. C, let's go to C. Please don't show girl, as in like don't show that you're pregnant. Like I got you pregnant. Please don't show until like the 3rd trimester. Like what does that mean?
Please don't show girl. You wear this moo in public.
I just wanted to get showgirl in there. Okay.
Yeah, that's hilarious. That's not how I took that. but
Please
that's
don't showgirl, please.
Oh, shit.
Oh my God.
All right.
How many
It's
times
your
have
choice?
Dude,
Yeah?
it's too late. She's pregnant. I know, but just don't show.
Oh shit. We got all right.
Sing that next
D,
door.
D is up there. Filled it. All right, Sandy, Jess, you got choice here. We got Joe's choice, and then you guys will be asked to sing a line of it.
Someone just texted, please don't slow. Please don't slow, girl, which I love when slow is used as a verb, like slow the roast. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Not that someone is like an adjective, but like, so don't slow girl can mean a lot of things. So I'm kind of does it have to be an O word?
No.
Oh.
At this point, I think you're open to it. Sandy?
I've got 2 options for D.
Great.
One is
Please sing it. Please sing it, Sandy. Don't just sing it.
You might not know the words.
Do you at least know the melody, Sandy?
Yeah, I know the melody. I mean, who doesn't? Please don't snow, girl. And I'm singing to Mother Nature to not snow because I've got an important flight tomorrow.
I love that.
Nice.
Love it.
Nice.
And then the other one is, please don't show girls. And it's because I watched it last night already.
Yes. Oh my God.
And I'm talking to Cinemax on cable.
Wow, you're that tight with
Cinemax and Sparrows, man. Cinemax and Sparrows, that was everything.
Saturday.
That was the original Netflix and chill.
Yes. 100%.
Yeah.
So good.
Oh, you want a Cinemax and Sbarro? My parents aren't home. You want a Cinemax and Sbarro tomorrow?
That was the jam. You're wearing good underpants.
I just want to be clear.
Sparrow.
Blockbuster.
Blockbuster and Sparrow.
Well, yeah, but I never got to experience Cinemax and Sparrow. So I don't want to act like I did, but that would have been everything. That would have
been it all. Oh, that's the trifecta. All right, Jess, you got a pick here?
Am I giving you a couple options?
What you can give one. Just
What about like
you can pick one that's there or fill in your own on D.
I mean, what about Please Don't Tow Girl? Because that's expensive, and like how where are you gonna get? How you gonna get home? You gotta rely on somebody to come pick you up. What if your car gets scratched? If you already have tickets and they end up keeping it, like in this economic climate, I can't afford to get towed, so that might be a good one. Do I have to sing it? Please don't tow girl.
Wow.
Yes.
Hey, Peluso.
Wow.
I mean, is the slot open in the band? Mcintyre, can you Mcintyre hire me?
You're an extra special guest.
Yeah.
For life.
Wow.
I like it. I like
Life.
it. I like it.
Yeah.
All right. Well, my choice would be Please Don't Grow, girl. I'm insecure about the height difference between us. That's what mine would be. Yeah.
Is she from Montenegro? Where is she from?
How about Please Don't Know? Please Don't Know, girl.
Okay.
NOW.
Yeah, we
Please
want
don't know.
No shit. Please don't know, girl.
Joe,
she shows up. She's like, "What? I don't know anything."
I don't know anything. Joe, you can't just say your answer. You got to give us a little lick of it.
Oh, please!
Screaming and yelling this whole time.
Oh,
And
you're fine, dude.
I've had a Corona and a half.
Perfect.
Great, which means
all
you're
the women are
practically ready.
ovulating.
Which one do you want to hear?
Ovulating.
I think Please Don't Know, girl. Actually, you know what? I like Sandy's Please. I like Sandy's Please Don't Show
Let me
girl.
get ready. Is he gonna sing? Hold on. Let me get ready.
Hold on. It was just funny, but like Sandy.
Here we go.
Sandy, you said you got the close up on me. Hold on.
Hey.
Is on a light show? Here we go.
Oh my God.
Come on.
I'm gonna hold it.
What do you think? We got the gold. This is more like a bright, like, where the fuck were you on June 9th? A little bit of a moody.
Yeah.
My tampon's gonna shoot out.
That's a little too whatever.
Mine too.
Anyway, Sandy. You said what was it? Please don't show showgirl. So you didn't want the showgirl who was pregnant to show, or no?
That was a good one actually. That was.
Oh
good.
yeah. No, the Showgirls, the film.
Please don't show showgirls.
Yeah.
Done. Okay, then that's what I'll do. I just wanted to know. Very funny. Very funny. Okay, here it goes.
Here we go.
Written by Maurice Starr with a rewrite by my new friend Sandy.
Wow.
Please don't show showgirl. In Sandy's world. That's it. I got
going.
Oh, Joe McIntyre.
Nice.
Encore.
Joe, you're a goddamn legend. You're a treasure. You're
More.
Oh man.
The girls want it. They are.
To be continued. You just grease the wheels and lick your finger. All right.
Got some hummus, man. Hey, by the way, this is what I've been eating.
Yes. Those are good.
Yeah.
Get the cinnamon one.
The fancy chips. Fancy
Dude,
stuff.
Joe, can you hold up a snack that
Cinnamon
isn't
ones are-
suggestive? It says "Simply Naked" on a fucking shit bag. Thing with you. Trying to
All right,
grease the wheels.
how about nuts? Is that suggestive?
You guys, one more time for our guest tonight, Sandy Danto, Jessimae Peluso, Joey McIntyre. Please go follow them all on Instagram. They all have amazing social media followings. Sandy's podcast, MFers, Jessimae's Sharp Tongue, Jessimae Peluso on Instagram, Sandy Danto on Instagram, Joey Mcintyre, of course, on Instagram. And Joey, the next show drops tomorrow, yeah?
I hope so. I'm like editing these things now too, so it's a lot of fun. I'm coming for you, Adam. I'm coming.
I'm in, whatever you need.
Good job.
Guys, hope you had a good time. One more time for all your guests tonight. Jessimae Peluso, Sandy Danto.
Thank you.
We'll do this again soon. Posted.
Yay.
Thanks,
All
Chris.
right, one more time for everybody who saw tonight. Adam Ray, Jessimae Peluso, Sandy Danto, Joey McIntyre, everybody. You guys were awesome. Thanks so much.